Today, we gather to discuss a topic that carries significant weight in history and human understanding. It is essential that we learn not only from the positive aspects of history, but also from the mistakes and horrors that have scarred our past. Adolf Hitler, the architect of unimaginable suffering and destruction, serves as a stark reminder of the depths humanity can sink when driven by hatred, intolerance, and unchecked power. As we examine the lessons we should not take from Hitler, let us remember that history offers us valuable insights into the consequences of his actions. The atrocities committed during Hitler's regime serve as a haunting reminder of the danger of the following lessons: hatred and intolerance. Hitler's ideology was built on hatred and intolerance, particularly towards specific religious and ethnic groups. The lesson here is clear: prejudice and discrimination can lead to horrific consequences, perpetuating a cycle of violence that affects generations. We must reject hatred in all its forms and strive for a world where diversity is celebrated and embraced. Suppressing free speech. Hitler's regime silenced dissenting voices, stifling free speech and suppressing opposing viewpoints. This lesson teaches us the importance of safeguarding democratic values and respecting the right to express differing opinions. A society that values open dialogue is better equipped to prevent the rise of authoritarianism, dehumanization. Hitler's propaganda machine systematically dehumanized certain groups of people, making it easier to justify their persecution and murder. The lesson here is the danger of reducing individuals to stereotypes or labels, which can lead to unimaginable suffering. We must always see the humanity in every person and resist any attempts to dehumanize others. Power without accountability. Hitler's unchecked power allowed him to make decisions that resulted in immense suffering. This lesson underscores the importance of checks and balances in leadership and governance. Leaders must be held accountable for their actions, and societies must ensure that power is not concentrated in the hands of a few. Misuse of nationalism. Hitler manipulated a sense of nationalism to serve his sinister agenda. This lesson teaches us that blind nationalism, taken to an extreme, can be dangerous. We should appreciate and celebrate our cultural heritage and national pride, but always with a critical eye towards building bridges and fostering global understanding. Aggression and expansionism. Hitler's aggressive military campaigns led to widespread devastation and loss of life. This lesson reminds us of the devastating consequences of unchecked militarism and expansionism. Diplomacy, cooperation, and peaceful conflict resolution should always be our preferred approaches. Ignoring human rights. Hitler's disregard for human rights led to gross violations, including genocide. The lesson here is that safeguarding human rights is not negotiable. We must stand up for justice, equality, and dignity for all, regardless of the circumstances. In conclusion, the lessons we should not take from Hitler are a sober reminder of the potential consequences of hatred, intolerance, unchecked power, and disregard for human rights. As we remember history, Let us commit to building a world that upholds the values of compassion, empathy, inclusivity, and understanding. By acknowledging the mistakes of the past, we can collectively work toward a brighter and more just future for all. Thank you